Hello guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how to find support and resistance. What you're looking at right now, it's the stock Microsoft. Now this is a world with no rules. Notice how there's nothing here, just these candlesticks. These candles, that's it, that's all we have. A world with no rules. That's like the world we live right now we don't have any rules. Like the stop signs and the red lights and all that stuff that we have to follow. Now, here we got to do the same. We have to add our own rules to follow. And we're going to start with our support and resistance, which we can use this price line, this price level to find them. Now, the importance of finding support and resistance is the more a level is touched, the important it is. So, let's check here. If I put a level here, notice how this was the last high before I decided to come back down. So I'll make this a level because of this candle. Now notice how because of this candle, this level, how it respected over here. You see that? The levels are always respected. This is resistance. This can be used as resistance. Now we're going to find our support. For support, I usually like to see how far did it come down. So it came down to here. So here it's where I'll use this as my trend line because of this candle. And notice how in the future it respected the candle. Each candle represents a day. This is one day, this is one day, this is one day. We are looking at the daily chart. You guys see this? This is the daily chart. So this is what we have. This is our resistance. This is our support. Now I usually like to have a mid-range for the middle, just to have an idea of where price should hold if it does come down or where price should reject if it does go up. So for mid-range, notice how I would choose this one because as we're coming up, see it rallied, it based, and then it did a little bit of a rally. So because of this base right here, I would use this candle as my level. And notice how you see here it came up, it respected on the above, then it broke down. So notice how this respects the levels. Now, if you want to go in the intraday as a day trader, you can go to the 30-minute and notice how price respects the levels. See, we came here as support, we held, came up, broke resistance, came up, tested the next resistance. This rejected, came down, and notice how it's trying to come up, and it keeps rejecting. So it just works its way back down. Here it's trying to work back up. See that? So in order for this to work, we'll need to get higher than this. We'll need to make a higher high past this and then head our way up here like we did it before over here. See how we worked our way up? Rejected, rejected. Now you do not take a trade unless your levels touch. So if price is coming up here and you're waiting for this for price to reject, then you would look for weakness. I'm sorry. You can start looking for weakness if you know that this is your highest level and this is where it should reject. So if you already know this is your highest level and this is where it should reject, I would wait till price gets back under this level and then I would go to the short side. Like here, never traded above. Here, never traded above. Here, never traded above. So it just means that price cannot get above this level. That's hard resistance. That's a hard level to break. So it is coming back down. Sellers are just selling, like pretty much saying, forget it, I'm just going to get out. This is not going to break to the upside. So that's what they're doing. They're just getting out the positions. And then here we have people that are waiting for this to drop to this level to buy in. So then we have buyers waiting for this stock to drop so they can buy in. And notice how they start to buy. They bring it up above the net level, and then hopefully they can bring it above this level. It's like a staircase. You got to work your way up level by level, floor to floor. If you break a floor, you got to make sure you hold above the floor. If you cannot hold above it and it falls through it, then it's weak. You got to bet to the up to the downside. If it holds above, then that's just so show that it's strong. You can bet it to the upside. So if you were to bet this to the upside, because we are holding support, let me label this. I'm gonna label this support. Support. So now that I know that this is support and this is resistance, let me label this resistance. I know what price has to do in these lines. So if I know this is support and price is holding above support, this right here is a good entry for me to go here. Now, if this breaks, let's remove that. If this breaks because for whatever reason it wasn't able to get past this high and it does this, then I would wait till it pulls back, test this line, this one right here, and then fall to test this one and possibly see if it holds. If it doesn't, we'll test this low. So we'll just extend to this level. It's all about levels, guys. It's all about levels. Price does really respect levels. So you can go into practice mode, chart out your levels, support and resistance, your levels, and just see how market respects them. So you guys can have an idea when to get in and when to get out based on your levels.